Excuse me, I'm also eating right now, so. But I'll try to get things moving. First, the AOT video came out. Hopefully you guys liked it. Second, I want to know your guys' opinion on the stream on Monday, because it was very different than normal. And I hatched an idea from it that I'll bring up later, if you guys did like it. And third, I said it Monday, but the Akira video got released from the copyright stuff, and the Death Note one has a week left, so that one will probably go through too. But either way, things are good. I'm very busy. I'm moving in 7 days from now, a literal week from now. But I have time to do this because it's fun. Worth my time. Oh yeah. I was on in the background. Yeah, it probably freaked you out. I'm doing good. I'm eating my leftovers from yesterday. I live alone now, so I have a lot of food because I used to cook for 2 people. So now I cook for 1 person. And so like, I have all this pasta that I'm eating. No more pizza. I'm not getting pizza today. That being said, I'll probably still get off this at 7, but we have till then. Hello, Rahelio. Azumanga Drug Lord. I think I've heard of this one. Oh, I'm pulling it up. Yeah, it's another game in the Internet Archive. Oh, hell yeah. At this point, I just need to make a day where one of the Monday streams is just me playing Azumanga Daioh games. Is this one loaded up? I can just play this one on here. Mild nudity. I need to look into this. We can't have a mishap on our hands. You too, Swammy. Good to see you again. Yeah, I heard there's like at least 20 rip-off games of Azumanga Daioh. So it sounds like I just need to take some time and play them all. See, that's the problem. You say mild nudity, but it doesn't specify what mild is. Hello, one guy. But I do want to play the Azumanga Fighter because I think you've asked me for a straight 4 or 5 weeks and I haven't done it yet. I meant to boot it up today, but I haven't yet. So that's my fault. Hello, Krill. Hello, Cheddar. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm pulling up the submissions for today. I forgot where we even left off, to be honest. Oh, I remember now. We'll just chat for a bit though first, but I got those up. But yeah, so most of you are here now. What did you guys think if you were there Monday? Did you like that stream style? Was it interesting? Because I think Josh and I blabbed for 4 hours about anime after we did the whole ranking list. I had not planned for it to be 6 hours long, but it just ended up being 6 hours long. How messed up was he? Dude, he was trashed. He tapped out. Let me think. He tapped out an hour and a half or 2 hours into the stream and left us, and he maybe drank 4 drinks, maybe 6 if I'm being generous, which left Josh and I to clean up. We had to pick up his slack, but he told me he was like spinning, like he was very not sober. I don't even know how that happened. I didn't think we had that much at start. Pretty chill. It was the best stream I've ever seen. I left early. I expected everyone to leave early. I was surprised there was still people on at midnight because we had been blabbing for 4 hours and that was it. We were just talking about anime. But that made me think. I might have so I wanted to start the Sensei kitchen stuff again. I thought it'd be more interesting if I did it live. So I was gonna start doing one a month once I move. And same thing with, I thought about having like a drunk anime discussion board on once a month. I haven't figured out the details yet, but I would like to do both of those and kind of break up the other, like just these chatting sessions. I think it'd be more interesting. Yeah, it was all over the place. I didn't plan that very well. It was also, if you mean all over the place after the first 2 hours, none of that was like supposed to happen. We just ended up talking for a good 4 hours. So that's probably why I was all over the place. Plus we were not sober. So that kind of contributes to that. But yeah, I mean, I thought maybe we'll do this till 10, like 4 hours. It ended up going way longer than that. Of course, well, yeah, I don't blame you for leaving early. It was a Monday. I mean, that was a Monday. So next time I might do that on a Friday or a Saturday or something. Just so like, I think Monday was a kind of a bad time to do like a long stream like that at like the end of the day. Ran an errand, came back, and Logan was gone. Konosuba. Oh yeah, that was like 4 hours in. Hello, Kumar. Yeah, Logan got up at some point. He was by the sink, which was behind the camera, and he was just sitting there drinking water from his little cup. And I think he was like that for 20 minutes, and then he laid on the couch, and then he went home to his like new apartment. So that was his night. He kind of tapped out early. He doesn't go out with Josh and I as often, so I don't think he's as like used to drinking. And he didn't even have that much, so, but he's a lightweight either way, even if he's like used to it. But yeah, it was fun. I gotta talk about it. I mentioned it Monday. I've been watching this anime. This one, the new episode came out. Maybe it didn't. Oh fuck, dude. I've been waiting for the 5th episode of this to drop all week. I thought it was coming out today, but I guess it's not. It's coming out Friday. That's really disappointing. This is not a good show, by the way. I don't recommend this to anybody who doesn't like shit, but I love it. This is some of the greatest thing this is the greatest thing I'm watching this season. By far. Actually, Apothecary Diaries is probably better. I like this one more, but I like this a lot, and I can't explain why. I think it's funny. I also started this, and it's okay. It's the Shiunji family. Yeah. It's okay. I don't think it's that good, but I'm caught up. So, and then I started Witch Watch, and that one's good as well. So I remember I said, I think 2 weeks ago, that I wasn't watching anything this season. That changed really quickly because I got bored and I started watching some seasonals, and those are the ones that popped out at me. But yeah, there's a shift to dog shit that's SAO. Yeah, I remember we talked about SAO for maybe too long. We just got on it and we didn't get off it for a while. We're basically ranting about how much we don't like SAO, but the first season was really good. So, yeah, that's basically it. I have not watched Bungo Stray Dogs. Alright, the isekai, so you like shit isekai. I don't hear that often. Let's look at what isekai has to offer. Interesting that this is the first one. I haven't seen No Game No Life. I guess Spirited Away is an isekai. Okay. Is Bleach? I feel like Bleach is not an isekai. Angel Beats. So there's good ones. Fairy Tail's not an isekai. Some of these on here are not isekais. Like, what is this doing on here? Whatever. That being said, you like shit isekais. You like the slop barrel. How do we sort by average score? Let me go down. She likes some of this shit. That's not an isekai. Okay. This list sucks. Some people are incorrectly labeling these. Yeah, I'd say this is some sloppy isekai. There's Sonic X is on here. I guess that is an isekai, isn't it? I bet you watch some interesting ones I've never heard of, to be honest. This year's Dry. Yeah, it is. The winter was okay. It wasn't great, but it was like enough to where I had a decent amount of shows I was watching. You watch Fantasy too? I have seen the vending machine one. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I only watched 3 episodes because it was boring as hell. It was just kind of dumb. And I think that was the point. Yeah, I don't know if Sonic X should be considered an isekai, but apparently they think it is. I haven't watched that show since I was a kid, so I don't really remember what happens in it. That would even make it be able to be considerable as an isekai. One Piece video? Never happening. What am I gonna do? There's too many videos glazing One Piece. My only answer would be to not glaze One Piece in a video. Which I can do. I don't think it's as good as people say it is. That's a personal opinion though. I mostly keep it to myself because no one agrees. I think it's good, but I don't think it's as good as, like, it's the best anime ever. I don't think that's true. Make a hate video then? See, I don't hate it though. Like, I don't want to... I would give you the most mediocre taste of what I feel. Because I think it's dumb to bait people and be like, why One Piece sucks? Like, that's the video title. There's a ton of those. They're all bait. I don't want to do that. I think I could do an everything One Piece did wrong, but there's not much that did wrong. I just don't like how it's paced. That's a personal opinion too. And holy shit, I get people flaming me. Some people will be mad. Oh, the length allows the story to build and la la la. Like, I don't really care. It's a personal opinion. Manga's better, exactly. What I'm talking about is the anime, because and I still stand by that. I think the manga's too long. and it drags on. But the anime is 10 times worse. It's not worth it. It's something you go and watch, like when there's some big fight. Because they even say it. They'll be like, yeah, so we're actually gonna try to animate this episode because it's a big fight. It's very important. But then, you know, they have a bunch of episodes. They're just fucking slop to get the story going. It's shit animation. They just don't care about those episodes. And it's all for these episodes coming up. And they build hype around these, like... I forget, there was one last year. It was like a 2 or 3 episode special. And actually got an anime budget. Sunk cost fallacy. No one is going to watch 1,000 episodes of something and then say it's crap. Yeah, you do have a point there. People are so deep in, they can't say that it's shit, because otherwise they'll admit that they wasted their fucking time. I think the story's good overall. I just think it's too long. But, you know, it's whatever. People can like it. I think it's fine. You did an exposition at a high school about weed. That's interesting. I didn't know they'd let you do that in school. You watch them on YouTube, don't read it though. Oh, okay. Manga? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do that. That's a really interesting part of YouTube. Because I don't know how it's like allowed. Just like narrating the manga. I think it's fine. I think that's acceptable to do. But like, they obviously don't get permission, which is fine. It's hard to. But that's like a market you would think they'd want, like narration stuff. You think they'd like try to get people to do that? Maybe they just let people do it because they know it's very beneficial to them if people narrate their stories. I remember seeing an 18-hour Berserk one, which I think we've talked about before. Oh, One Punch Man? I don't like it. I thought it was kind of boring. There's no stakes. There gets to become stakes a little bit, but you still, I don't know. You always know he's gonna like persevere. So it never really caught my attention. It's kind of cool. The first season's better. The anime, at least. I haven't read it really. I read the first volume, but obviously I saw the anime already. I think the manga's good. Girls Last Tour. I think it's on my list, but I haven't watched it. That was the manga. I remember this one. No, I haven't read it yet. I've been pretty busy. Yeah, my unmade bed. That's my blanket. It's thrown around. I'm sorry. I know like some people are really big on you should make your bed in the morning. I am not. Granted, you guys can see it, so maybe I should pay more attention to it and be mindful, but nah. Oh, you're drinking a weed drink? Nice. I'm glad you like it, Moonlight. I'm glad you like the channel. No, I'm not saying One Punch Man is bad. I just didn't like I didn't get invested into it, so I didn't explore it much further. I started the second season, but I didn't get into it. I think the humor, yeah, is a good part of it. I bet you did like Solo Leveling then, if you like OP Isekai. I don't know if I'll ever do a Mob Psycho video, because what would I say? There's not much to talk about. I usually look for anime that have like a very big commentary on something social, like a social issue, or like a philosophy idea or something, or it's just really confusing and somebody needs to know what it's supposed to mean. I miss DBZA. They basically made a free advertisement for Toei and they sued him to oblivion. I remember hearing about that. I thought that guy was still around. Oh, it's the abridged series. Oh, okay. The people that made this. I'm pretty sure this is still around. This episode is brought to you. Yeah, Team 4 Star is still here. I kind of get why that one's harder to do, especially Toei's known for coming after people. But yeah, abridging episodes, I can see why they went after them. I'm not saying I agree with it, but yeah, that makes sense. It's like the summary videos all over the internet on different animes, where it's like they're usually on more shitty anime, but like, this guy got transported to the girl's bathroom. What does he do? Like there's probably a summary out there that has that as the title. They eat a chip off the floor? No, I dropped a pasta noodle on my foot. It might be a little grosser, but I did just shower. They're clean. I have not watched Kino's Journey. I have not watched Kubiki Cycle either. That was by Nisho Ishin. I'll have to watch that. Mob Psycho. Okay. Pause. I'm not saying I wouldn't do something on Mob Psycho. I'm not saying it doesn't have social commentary. But it's not as big of a, it's like if I did a video on JJK. JJK has some shit it might say. But how much is there? Because like, if I make a video on Mob Psycho, I need to make sure it has enough content. Now the other problem is I haven't watched any of Mob Psycho since I was in high school. So it's been a long time and I have to revisit to decide if I would do it. That being said, I do plan, I haven't even watched all of Mob Psycho. I do plan to watch it. But yeah. Hello, Dammy. You don't like solo leveling, the amount of glazing. Okay, that's fair. It's generic. It's kind of generic, yeah. Yeah, One Piece is better to read than watch, yep. Look, Stella, if you... 5-second rule, that's the thing. It's alright to eat food off the floor. I have carpet, though, here. I'm not eating off that. There'll be too much hair and shit. Eminence in the Shadow? I haven't watched it, so... maybe one day. I need to clean my room. I'm moving. There's no cleaning this room. It's already clean. This shit's boxed up over here. I painted the wall over here. I've had to do so much shit. I should watch, like, man. I don't have the time. I'm sorry. It's 5 here. I'll be done here at 7. Then I'm gonna go hang out with some friends. I want to watch Kino, but like, I also gotta watch Ghost in the Shell this week for a video, and I'm finishing up the Paranoia Agent video. If I find the time, I will watch it. Because it looks good. It looks good. Studio Madhouse is the best. I'd say they're up there. Are actually one of my favorite. They also don't copyright strike me ever when I do stuff on their... so I like them a lot. That goes a long way for me. How accepting are they of YouTubers? So this Kadokawa, another studio I love. They once accidentally striked one of my videos. I just said, hey, I think this is a mistake. Can you let me know? and they revoked it within 40 minutes. That's so nice to actually care. So I'm a little biased. Yeah, Irish, there are. Let me pull them up. There's actually some shitters in here that I dropped because I was like, I remember how shit this is now. Like, I struggled for the first season, and then the second one came out. I'm like, I'm not doing this again. Yeah, I'll pull those up. Oh, yes, the classic. Dude, you didn't even, like, watch One Piece. You stopped at episode 253. You gotta get to at least 5, 6, 7. Yeah, dude, that's like telling me I should play Starfield and wait 12 hours to actually enjoy myself. Yauchi or Ayanokoji? I forget who you... Who is Yauchi? I've never heard of this person. Ayanokoji's from Classroom of the Elite. I'll pick Ayanokoji then. Yeah, Fish. I do plan to play the game anyway. At this point, getting it to a mill would take too long. And I do want to play the game, so I probably will play that this summer. From Tomodachi Game? I never watched that one because I heard it was kind of ass. Sorry to... That's one of your favorite shows. Yeah, I'm totally going Ayanokoji then. Hello, average guy. How's it going? Alright. Irish Pug, you asked, so I will show you. These are my dropped. Let's see. What is this? Is this Girls Bravo? Yeah. Yeah, that was shit. We don't talk about that. This is a second season. I dropped it because I remember how much I didn't really give a shit. Let's see. This is a fourth season that I dropped because it was just worse overall than every other Data Live part I watched. This, where is... Oh, there should be one more on here. I guess it's not on here. There's some other... It's usually rom-coms. Oh, it's down here. This one. It was such a drag anyway. Yeah, it sucked. Yeah. I haven't really dropped that much. Like, I've completed 305. I have 9 paused. Yeah, I plan to watch all of these eventually. And I have 24 I dropped. Got a good amount planned, but not too much. I should watch Golden Boy. I kind of want to watch that. But yeah, that is that. I gotta finish Vinland Saga 2. That's something. I meant to do that this week. I don't think I am, though. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time. I also want to finish the 100 Girlfriends season because I have 1 episode left. I don't want to drop it with just 1 episode. And I'm almost done with ReZero as well. I'm trying to clear out my shit from last season because I didn't stop, but I got distracted. What did I watch? I watched some anime. I don't even remember anymore. I've already finished it. And I stopped watching all my seasonals for a bit. Honestly, I don't really fucking know what it is. Watch Paranoia Agent. Yeah. Watch Akira. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know. I watched something large because it like took a couple weeks for me to finish. Bokuken? Maybe it was that. Yeah, I watched that. And Devilman. I don't know, dude. I'm so sporadic when I watch anime nowadays. Because it's like, I have the stuff I want to watch for fun. I have the stuff I'm watching to maybe make a video on. Having stuff I'm watching to keep up with the seasonals. And I'm having stuff I'm watching just for videos. And like, those take up a lot of time. Because I'll be working on my project whatever I'm doing currently, like Paranoia Agent, I watch that whole series in 2 days. And I usually do it at night after I'm done working on whatever videos. So like Paranoia Agent, I should be done with the video on Thursday, and I'm gonna watch Ghost in the Shell that night so I can work on the script on Friday. So I have a big turnaround going on. It's very quick. Some may say I put myself in a black company situation, like the Japanese black companies. Trust me, I enjoy it. No worries. You know, I have to watch a ton of anime in one day while also working on videos talking about anime. It's almost like I chose this life. So yeah, it's not a big deal, but I guess it's not for everyone. It's a lot of work. Yeah, Yosuka no Sora's on there. I watched it for a video. I got through 4 episodes, and then I started skimming through the episodes. So I was like, I just need to know what's going on so I can like talk about it in a 3-minute blurb. Because it's basically just saying how shit it was, and I got that through the first 4 episodes. I didn't need to force myself through anymore. I love Speedwagon. Are we talking about my boy Speedwagon and his generations in JoJo? Because they're so much fun. I love them and the Zeppellis. They're always entertaining, and they always die. So I did drop some random shows. Yeah, sometimes I try to start like. I like to have at least one show in my currently watching list that's like a goofy rom-com, because it's a good thing to go to sleep to. Like before I go to bed, maybe I'll watch an episode if I don't feel like watching something a little more heavy. And so I usually have one on call, is what we'll say. So sometimes I'll start one and I'll be like, this is absolutely shit. I've dropped a few of them because they're too ecchi, which is ironic given the fact I made a video on High School DxD, but I at least felt like that anime was going somewhere. Versus if I get into it and it's being ecchi and there's just absolutely no plot, no direction, and I'm like, this is what the anime is gonna be, I'm dropping that shit. I'm not staying around. I have standards. They're minimal. I do have standards though. The soul leveling creators asked for fans to help these. I thought it was just a given it was getting to season 3. I didn't know it was a toss up. Well, I'm glad they're pitching it. They're asking the fan base to at least, yeah, convince. I'm assuming it's to get like a petition to convince the production managers, whatever, the producers, producer companies that need to funnel money into these. I did drop Assassination Classroom. I'm sorry. I don't think it was good. I didn't finish it, and people have told me the last 2 episodes make it all worthwhile, but I'm not going to sit through 22 episodes just to get to an ending that might be good. And I don't know that because I don't know the ending. So that's why I dropped it. I'm sorry. I know that a lot of people like Assassination's Classroom, but I'm just not in the game to go through like eight more episodes to finally decide whether or not I'm gonna stick around. So if you start something, you finish it. That's a style. That's a choice. I'm not in that boat. I start things and I go, this is not working for me, and I leave, because I don't want to get stuck in a loop. I used to be like that. I buy games that were shit, like Sniper Elite 3. I'd play it and then I'd have my fill, but I'm like, I gotta keep going. I gotta finish the game. The campaign sucks ass in that game, and I thought I finished it because there was like the missions you could see, and then I got through the last mission, and then it gave me a giant list of more missions. I was like, okay, I'm done. I called it in. That's when it started. That's what awakened me. Sniper Elite 3. It ruined me. I've heard about Laid Back Camp. It's actually on my list. I just haven't watched it. Yeah, I can't do slop if it's too bad. Like, I watch slop. I'm completely aware. I'm self-aware. But like I have a certain taste in slop, just as everyone else has a certain taste in slop. So if it's just like not interesting, I'm not watching it. The Final Fantasy 13 it's not the MMO. That's 14. Okay. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I haven't played a Final Fantasy game. I have the 10th one on the PS2, and I meant to play it, but I just haven't. So I think I have to play at least one so I can give my opinion on what do I think of Final Fantasy. Thoughts on Prison School? That is what I'm talking about. That has ecchi shit in it, but it's so entertaining. They do it right, and there's a plot, and it goes somewhere, and it's intentionally fucking grotesque. So I love Prison School. I think it was a work of art. I wish it got a season 2, but I heard that where the story goes after that is not as good. So it was probably best they stopped it. They let the golden shit stay, and they didn't let it get ruined. Love you, Sock. I haven't been able to say anything. Love these streams. I listen to it every week at work. I'm glad you do, Nug. I'm glad you like them. I have played Red Dead Redemption 2. That's another game I think is too long. It's really good, but there's parts of it that drag, and it took me... I played it for a bit, and then I stopped playing it, and then I went back because I was like, I need to finish it because I know it's good. Because I was in that lull period, one of the lull periods I was talking about, where you're like, where's this going? It's taking too long. You gotta do all these fucking extra, stupid missions I don't care about. I don't want to deliver love letters to fucking Romeo and Juliet. I don't want to do that. Let me do cowboy shit. And then it like goes through the lull period, and then you get to Guam, and then it gets interesting, and then it keeps getting interesting. And then you have the prologue or the epilogue, and the epilogue's too fucking long. It should just be the last mission, but I don't know why it isn't. Yo boy, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. So yeah, I think Red Dead's a really good game, but it's too long at times. They needed to trim some fat off. The first one is not that long, like comparatively. So I don't know why they decided to go super long with that one. Dropping Assassination Classroom is not okay. Well, I know I committed a heinous act, but that's not changing. I don't have any desire to pick it back up because it just was so boring to me. I was like, I get where this is gonna go. I don't care. I didn't like any of the characters. They're too tropey. I guess that's what they're too tropey. And I'm sorry. This is not anything against these characters. I do not care for the feminine men. The men that are like really feminine for some reason. And there's no reason to it. Like they're super passive. And they're like, I don't know, they get pushed around too much. And it makes me mad. It's like, why are you letting yourself get pushed around? And they have no balls. They don't do anything about it. They get pushed around until somebody comes in and tells them, stop getting pushed around so much. And they go, I'm sorry I'm getting pushed around. And they get pushed around more. And this other character basically has to hold their hand and be like, he didn't order the cheeseburger. He wanted a hamburger. He's lactose intolerant. I don't like those characters. And that's what the main character, his like vibe was giving me. So maybe that makes me an asshole because I don't like him. But I just don't. I'm sorry. Love me some feminine men. Look, there's nothing against the feminine men. If they're the main character and I see them getting pushed around, it pisses me off. I wish they would just stand up for themselves. I wish they would. I have not played the Metaphor game. I saw it came out. I haven't played it yet. I've been playing way too much Marvel Rivals. Absolutely way too much Marvel Rivals. I thought about replaying Elden Ring or Dark Souls 3, but I just ended up playing Marvel Rivals more. So I'm in a loop. And part of it's because I'm about to move. And when like something big happens and I'm like anticipating, waiting for it, I spend that free time doing something mind-numbing, like playing a multiplayer game like that. Or I play Total War games. Those eat up your time. I put so many hours into them, and it's always in one playthrough, like one period of time. I put like 80-90 hours or some shit in Warhammer 3, Total War Warhammer 3, and that was in a week. So I have to really anticipate when I'm going to touch Total War games. You're playing P5 right now? That's a good game. Took me forever to finish though. It's not about them being feminine, it's about them being little pushovers. Exactly. They make them all like, I guess it's bad to say they're feminine, but they also make them feminine. They make them pushovers and they make them feminine. You can be feminine and not be a pushover, but they always have both those traits. I don't know why. Maybe it's a little sexist. Maybe it's a little sexist, Japan. Maybe we're being a little sexist. You're right. Shinji's a good example. Look. I'm not a big Shinji fan. You bring up a good point, but his character was interesting to me because he has these moments where he basically cracks and is like a little crack monkey. He's like fucking feral, and he's a crazy motherfucker. He's got some problems. So I guess Shinji's character is more interesting because he had layers. But the characters I was talking about, they're the one layered and they don't change. There's not something going on. They're just that way because they're that way. You play Marvels? Didn't know you play almost gacha game. Oh no, dude! I gotta vent about it real quick. It'll be really quick because it's kind of off topic. But Marvel Rivals is a gooner game. There's so much gooner shit in it, and it's kind of annoying. It's kind of getting on my nerves. There's too much gooner shit. Come on. There's some crazy pay skins, and the most laughable part is when I play and someone has a gooner skin and they suck ass at the character and just the game in general. That always gets me laughing. So I had to put that out there. Too much gooner shit in Marvel Rivals. Shinji does have daddy issues. That's the why. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Marvel Rivals got another. Yeah, Monster Hunter. I put a ton of time into what is it? The one before Wilds. But I started Wilds and then I stopped playing it. So maybe I should start playing it again. Have you heard or watched a series called Summertime Rendering? I've heard of it. Came out 3 years ago. Killed by Disney because they got the rights to it in the West. And did absolutely nothing with it. I didn't know Disney bought anime. I've heard of this show, I've just never watched it. I know what the characters look like, yeah. I'll give it a watch. It's on my list, I just never got around to it, but if you're speaking high regard to it, I might as well check it out. Gooner skin players suck because they're only playing with one hand. They also pay like $20 to buy the skin. You know how fucking crazy that is? I would never. I say that, but I went through a Warzone phase right before I went to college, and I would buy a ton of skins with my little high school pocket money. What a terrible decision that was. I'd have like probably $200-300 if I didn't buy skins. I had a problem. Never again. I've seen the Oblivion remaster. I haven't played Oblivion since like the Xbox 360, so I thought maybe I'll play it. But I'm probably gonna wait. And plus, the thing is, like, I played Skyrim. That was my nostalgia, like, Elder Scrolls game. Because I played that one when it was coming out. So, the thing with Bethesda games is they're not that interesting anymore. Because they're outdated. And I mean, Oblivion still has some of the good parts where they got good, you know, side quests and everything in there, so I might play it, but they need to fucking figure their shit out. It's stale now. They gotta redesign their stuff. You found a good anime? That's a good problem to have. Hey, if you rate it 9 out of 9, 10 out of 10, that's just what it deserves then. That's right, sorry. Okay, that's fair. Oh, so Disney had the rights to JoJo Part 6. That's why it was on Netflix. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm excited for Steel Ball Run to come out. I actually got a proposal I want to throw by you guys. You don't think it'll disappoint? I hope not. Summertime rendering. I'll be looking into it soon. Starfield was the pinnacle of gaming. Yeah, that's what they want you to think. Quadruple A game, guys. All right. Before we get to the list, the anime list we'll look over today, I gotta throw this idea by you. I've been thinking of it. It came to me when I was revisiting Steel Ball Run, and the anime's coming out now in next year, but I thought it'd be fun if I recreated the Steel Ball Run race like I did the whole route, starting California, go all the way to, I think they went to New York area. Somewhere on the East Coast. I don't remember where it ends. I'm thinking of redoing that, or not redoing it, of recreating it. And I'd be interested in getting like other creators to do it, but I'm small and it'll probably just be me doing it at the end of the day. So I don't know how much interest there is, but I do want to recreate the Steel Ball Run race. I think it'd be entertaining. Oh, Netflix bought the rights to JoJo. Okay. I didn't know if Disney bought it and then sold it to Netflix. Sometimes they do that. Yeah. Okay. That's why Crunchyroll has every part except for part 6. Yeah, well, I hate Netflix. They need to, they did the whole password blocking thing, and I haven't had access to them anymore, because I used to use my parents when I was here at college, but then they're like, no, you can't do that anymore. And it's like, why? What the fuck's the problem? They just want more. They want more money. They want more fucking money, and they make fucking garbage. There's very little things on Netflix that are actually good, especially like stuff they've made. And even their collection of shows and stuff is not always the best. Fire truck going by might be a little loud, but it's fine though. Cool idea. Like the idea. Fuck with that idea. Okay, cool. I do want to do it. I'll probably do it next year because I want to time it out. Another fire truck. I want to time it out with when the series is going to come out to kind of like have some hype build up to it or whatever. And I'd be interested to get like, I would want it to be, I think they're all gone. I live right next to the fire department, so that's always a great time. At least at nighttime, they do not. They try to keep their horns off when they go by my building, so that's nice. But yeah, I would like to see if other creators would want to do it and like have like a competition like thing with people with different vehicles, transportation methods, just like it. Because Steel Ball Run's based on Cannonball Run, which is an actual thing, kind of vaguely. And also there was this big rush to the west. It's kind of a blend of those two. But anyway, I wanna recreate it and like have a competition. But again, yeah, I'm small. I'm a cold call. I'm gonna cold email some people. Probably will not hear anything back. That's okay. Hello, Green Forest. Would you do a review on the animated Castlevania? I have not watched that in a long time. I think I watched that in 8th grade. I'll look into doing something on it, but yeah, I'd have to figure out what to cover. But no, I'll totally look into it. Side Edge Runners, that was a good Netflix production. I'm actually surprised with how good it was. The only good thing on Netflix is Breaking Bad. Oh, I'll probably take it off at some point because it's too good. That's something I make that joke because there was a show I was watching on Netflix once, and I was maybe halfway through, and they just fucking took it off, and I don't know why. I don't know what that was about. I don't even remember what show it was because I was in middle school. It's like Sensei Games type shit. That would be kind of cool. I'd be stealing Mr. Beast's popularity. That's my goal. That's my goal in life. Jimmy, I'm coming after you. Not in a mean way. Just, you know, I think something that was lost. This will be my last thing before we start the anime list. Something that was lost on YouTube and that made his videos interesting was like the competition should be the drive to like come and watch the video. It should be like an interesting thing happening. But now it's like, I mean, it's kind of dying out now, but the concept that the prize or the prize pool should be the drag, not the what's actually happening. So I thought that got fucked up. Be like doing like, I did the steel ball run thing, but it's like worth $1 million. I don't have a prize. You think I have money? I do not. But yeah, I mean, there's gotta be some reward, but be something stupid or whatever. But yeah, I think if it's just like whoever holds this pencil the longest gets $1 billion. That sounds like a Mr. Beast video to me. He'd have obstacles involved. They'd have to walk the pencil over a bridge, maybe. What do you think of Violet Evergarden? It's technically Netflix only anime, since legally it's still the only platform you watch it on. But did they make it? Did they produce it? Like they had an active, say in what was happening? Because if they just have the rights, I don't consider that a Netflix production. It is a Netflix show then, to where you could say like, this is a reason you should get Netflix. But I'd rather just buy Violet Evergarden than support Netflix, to be honest. Still waiting on the Claymore review? Yeah, I know. You're welcome to keep persisting my ass about it. That's the only way I'm gonna remember. I have so much shit on my list of like videos to make, so yeah. If you keep reminding me, that helps me know that somebody wants to see it. And it kind of gives it more priority. BoJack Horseman, I've heard about that. One of my friends likes that, but I've never seen it. Yeah, I do remember when Netflix was like a DVD service. That was, damn, that's fucking crazy. Redbox, that was another common one. That's the one I used to use. And then YouTuber makes threat to Mr. B. You guys remember those 3 a.m. videos? I do. That was like a big thing when I was younger. I don't know why they were so popular, probably because they're so ridiculous. It is kind of funny when you think of it in the irony sense. So it's all again just companies, Yonai and Trigger making shit exclusively for them in terms of streaming. Okay. Yeah, I mean, as long as like, I can't really. There's the Netflix productions where they actually like hire out and everyone, and that means they have a say in how the story goes and what happens. So I think those are Netflix productions versus like, you make thing and I'm gonna buy the rights for America exclusively. And so if anybody want to watch it in America, you better have a subscription to us. The Castlevania one was a Netflix, yeah. I don't remember if they bought the rights or if they produced it. I really don't remember. Yeah, I got to bed at 2, so I still missed the 3 a.m. window, but I'm close to it. 4 a.m. is the newest scary hour. I think it changed at some point. What kind of mic do you use? I use a Shure SM7B, aka the one that all the fucking podcaster people want or get. Oh, gotta hydrate. I don't know, they might have funded Dungeon Mesh, you have no idea. I know they funded Dragon's Dogma, I'm pretty sure, which was that shit show that came out 2 years ago, I think now. And then, yeah, editing software, I use Premiere Pro. I had a subscription discount because I was in school. It's $35 for Creative Cloud. It's about to go away. I'm really fucking sad. I'm hoping I can swindle the Adobe people into giving me the student discount for a year more. Be very nice. Be very cool. Sakamoto Days was by Netflix because I had to use ulterior motives to watch that one, and I stopped watching it because it was not as interesting as I thought it would be. It was okay. I don't think it was bad. I just didn't care anymore. I didn't want to watch it anymore. All right, we should start these. It's been like an hour. We should start these here lists. Start with Skoshi. I see you're watching some interesting things. What is this? School idol moves into home of Ita. Introverted mechanical otaku. Okay. Harbored feelings for her. And he thinks he hit the jackpot. Oh, but she's a robot. Well, that's a 180. She's a robot made for sexual purposes. Is this hentai? I thought you were watching something legit. This isn't hentai. No, this is currently airing. Are you sure this isn't hentai? I don't know how to feel about this. Finds himself in a frenzy trying to help her maintain her secret identity. This is some fucking gooner bait. He's got a couple gooner baits in here. I see another one. That was crazy. Half tie? Close enough. Anify Pro when you lose Adobe. I'm just gonna pay for Adobe. I'm too used to it. It would fuck up my workflow if I had to use anything else. Yeah, now they'll starve. Poor Adobe, man. They're gonna lose all their fucking money just by me asking for a little discount. Poor Adobe. Everybody get some RIPs in the chat for Adobe. They're gonna go under because of me. Yeah, I'm still taking lists to do. You can just put them in the Discord. I'm slowly getting to everyone. I'm making progress. The fear of it being hentai is so real. Well, yeah, you know, after running into so much hentai when I've been looking through people's lists, I have to be a little cautious. I'm glad that the picture was not nudity, because that has been a problem. I've avoided any big disasters though, so. Okay, I gotta sort by score. Attack on Titan, no regrets. Is this the OVA? Okay, that's one of your top things. That's pretty crazy. Food Wars, Black Clover, Class from the Elite. Some more AT. Chainsaw Man, Jobless Reincarnation. My Hero's up here. Damn. I agree with some of these. I don't know if I'd say these are 10, because you have some of the stuff I would think would be not necessarily 10, but like, yeah, higher up than some of this stuff. But that's personal. That's personal. Naruto Shippuden's a 9. Okay. I've never seen Blue Exorcist. There's some interesting mix of things in here. I don't know how to feel. Prison School's a 9. I can stand by that. All right, we're gonna look at the bottom. You've watched a ton of anime. Holy shit. Okay. All right. Let's talk about it. What's this doing on here? The amount of people who have actually watched this is very fascinating. Very fascinating. I know everything there is to know about this show without having to watch it, and I will keep it that way. How about this? How about this? I think Rogelio, was it you that keeps telling me to watch this, or is it somebody else? How about this? I'll do a live reaction at 1 million subscribers while I simultaneously shave my head, or maybe do them in a different order. But I stand by the fact that I haven't had to watch that one yet. I'm glad. I've kept my my dignity, my, I don't know, my fucking sanity. Skelter Heaven's in here. I didn't watch this, the Konosuba spinoff. You got the Yunaka-san's dog video. That was interesting. We're not going to talk about that. Zenshu, I kind of stand by that. I didn't finish it yet. I paused it. Nichijo's not a 4 in my opinion. He didn't like Spy Family. That's kind of depressing. You must not like families or fun. Maybe it made you remember things that you didn't want to remember. Freerun a 7? This is crazy. I feel like this list is out of whack. Goblin Slayer is higher than Freerun. That's crazy. Psychopath is 7. Perfect Blue is 7. But 100 Girlfriends is an 8. That's insane. Pseudo Heaven's an 8. Delusional. No way. Tomodachi Games an 8. I don't agree with this list at all. Got Baki up here, aka Slideshow fucking City. Sorry for Baki fans. The manga's good. I just hate that the anime is so slideshowy. Yeah, I don't agree with this list at all. Give it 2 stars. Put Bakemonogatari up here though. Yeah, One Piece. Got One Piece, but solo leveling's better than One Piece apparently. That's fine. Demon Slayer Village arc should not be this high in my opinion. Maybe you saw something I didn't. I didn't think that season was that great. It was fine. It just wasn't great. Yeah, first season I do not think is that great. Never thought I'd see End of Evangelion and My Hero Academia occupy the same tier. Well, brother, they didn't. I'm pretty sure Boku no Hero is a 10. Yeah. Not even the same fucking category. We got season 6 is a 10. Evangelion, 9. I think 2 is a little generous on that one, but you know, I didn't want to throw him under the bus too much. 2. Because he didn't have something. Yeah, no. 1.5 maybe. A Boku no Pico. Like, okay, we gotta make this clear. I cannot show you Boku no Pico because I will get fucked by YouTube. But I can play it on the screen while you have this camera. So you can see the disgust on my face, the scorn for the people that have made this. Like, what the fuck is actually wrong with you? So I guess, you know, that's the beauty of it. Take that how you will. But I also told, I think it was Average Guy or somebody else, I'd shave my entire head when I hit 1 million. Or if I hit 1 million. Nothing's guaranteed in this world. Yeah, honestly, it could take a few years. It could take more than that. We don't know. That's why you'll make a Kick account just to show you just the most growth, the fucking worst thing ever. I can't even. There's certain words you can't say on YouTube that I want to say right now. But they got me when I did the Perfect Blue video and I talked about the R word, you know, assault on women. And I was talking about how it's an issue, and I was also talking about how like hard it would be as an actor to portray that like concept and how it would mentally fuck you and affect you. Which it did. That's kind of one of the points of the movie. Well, not the point of the movie, but like something they bring up, like doing hard and weird shit, and it's part of the showbiz and all, whatever. I'm talking too much about it. Anyway, that video got age restricted, and they stopped like kind of pushing it because of that, which kind of sucks because I think it's a good video. Oh well. Real ones will see it. Taxes are guaranteed. You don't even know. Man. Did you know that I get taxed like a business? Mr. Amazon, the aka the Bezos man, gets the same tax as I do. Me, a small business, one person. I get like double taxed on Social Security and stuff because I paid the employer share because I don't have an employer, so like they just make me pay both. That being said, Mr. Amazon, he does have a lower tax burden than me. He's doing a lot better off than I am. In more ways than one, but I guess, but he doesn't know what human affection feels like, and that's his loss. Sorry, I don't know why I just felt like scorning Mr. Amazon real quick. That was my fault. Alright, we got little guy. Little guy, we're looking at your list, and it's already looking better. You have Evangelion out of 10, the end of Evangelion. Violet Evergarden, Charlotte, which I've never watched, but I think one of you told me to. I'm sorry I have not done it yet. Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl, Vinland, Kaguya, Cyberpunk, Kaguya, Ochi, Vinland, Frieren. 1310s, all are pretty solid. And all of the 9s look good too. How's it going, Aryan? Can't be saying that, he's your boss. That's right. I'm on Twitch. I'm on Twitch and YouTube. I have to watch what I say. I gotta glaze him real quick. Mr. Amazon, thank you for all the hard work you do. You really make the working man feel good about himself. That should be enough. I can't think of anything nice to say. He's also bald and 5'7". Look, maybe, alright. Cosplay as Mr. Amazon at 1 mil. Shave my head. I'm not 5'7" though. I got a good, what is that? Let me do the math. I got 7 inches on him. I'm 6'2". I stand by that. I can prove it to you all, because sometimes people lie on the internet. That does happen. I'm 6'2", 200. That should give you a general concept. I'm not lying, because I am 200 pounds. So, do with that information what you will. I want to meet Mr. Amazon when I shave my head, and I want to stand side by side with him. That might piss him off though, and he may ban me. But, you know, that's sometimes how the wind goes. Just own Twitch so you can write off billions of loss. Exactly. What a steal, dude. He made the greatest laundering scheme ever. Nice to see anything but O and K up there. Yeah. When it comes to the Kaguya author. Oh, if you know, you know. I do not know. I'm out of the loop. Wow, Evergarden's beautiful. Yeah, the music's great in it. You love this? Yeah. Gotta roll with the punches. He's on my list. He's on your what list? Just got back. He's on your... What kind of list are we talking? Is this like a fuck list? A kill list? Like, do we gotta be worried? Did he pay you off? Did he pull a little Trumpy on you? Give you 5 million hush money? My malice. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about Mr. Amazon. I thought you said he's on your list. My bad. I was off topic. Perfect Blue video is what made me watch the movie. Well, that's great. I'm glad it reached somebody. Oshi no Ko. Oh, okay. Just don't read it. Alright. That's kind of scary. I feel like there's a reason I shouldn't, that you're not telling me. Maybe you're trying to save face for him, but yeah, okay. Peanut potato. By the way, we've been glazing your list. It's pretty good. The caffeine's getting to my head. I feel energized. Alright, we're gonna check your under the hood. We're gonna see what you have on the bottom. Okay, 2, Read Monster. Never heard of this. It looks like a bad isekai. Season 2, makes sense. Yosuka no Sora. This show sucks. Season 2 sucked. Yep, good place to put it. Drugstore in another world. Interesting. Arrow manga sensei. Yep. Dark. You got Tula Blue on here. Another Tula Blue watcher. Another sane Tula Blue watcher is another way to put it. Not a fan of Bartender. That's okay. Chain Soldier. This is one of the isekais I did watch, like the slop isekais. I didn't mind it because I finished it, so that should say something. Darling. Yeah, I like your list. 4.5 stars. It's solid. Did you like this, by the way? I saw that season 2 just came out. My brother watched this, but I never did, so I wanted to get somebody else's opinion. Licorice recoil. That's how you say it, probably. But yeah, 4.5. This is a solid list. I fuck with it. It was good slop. Yeah, it is. Studio Ghibli movies are overhyped. I disagree. 100% disagree. I don't know how you could say that, to be honest. I need more explanation from you. Why is it slop or overhyped? 3-minute mini episodes? Yeah. Oh, okay. That makes sense. It's not really a season 2, it's just short anime episodes. Really? I thought this was a full show. Where'd it go? I gotta look it up. I'm searching it. Recoil. The Threads are thieves. This is the long one. Yeah. You're thinking of this. That's what you're thinking of. I meant this. The actual season 1. I haven't seen it. So I was curious about the... Yeah. They're fine as kid movies? I disagree. They're made for kids. They appeal to kids. Tell me, alright, have you seen Spirited Away? If you have, okay. If you haven't, go watch Spirited Away. I think it's good as a kids movie, and if you're an adult. It's the perfect kids movie because it appeals to all age groups. You thought the main season was good? Okay. Maybe I should watch it then. Yuri bait? Well, ain't it all. Welcome to anime. Like there's Yuri bait in every fucking anime now. Yeah, kids movies can appeal to everyone. Yup. I've yet to hear an argument for why Ghibli movies are bad that I can get behind. Princess Mononoke, the best movie for kids? Yeah, scar 'em for life. Whose list we looking at? Now we're looking at Maze. Man, that's like Watching Recoil and asking why is there Yuri bait is like watching Yuri on Ice and wondering why there's gay men in it. Let's look at the move. Let's look at what we walked into. Now let's question why there might be some bait. Just overhyped. Grave of Fireflies is good. Grave of Fireflies is good. That's made by Takahata. I don't think Spirit Away is overhyped, but I also don't know what you've experienced. Like, if people were glazing it around you, telling you it's the best thing ever, like God just came down and kissed it on the forehead, and that's how the movie was made. It's a really good movie, though. We should, yeah, you should show children Grave of the Fireflies. That'll really get them hyped. Get them really loving life. After they watch some children die to the Tokyo fire bombings, let's go. That'll make them patriots. That'll make them, yeah. We love war crimes. Most Ghibli movies are very good. Totoro's kind of bad. That one's actually for kids. That one's like the most kid oriented. Like, it's like Ponyo. If you don't like that shit, you're not gonna like that movie, especially Totoro. I think Totoro was sweet though, because it was all about them dealing with their mom having a big sickness and how like that can be hard for kids and how they're escaping imaginary friend, whatever. The child's mind. It's about the child's mind. I thought it was good. I can see why you wouldn't like that one though, if you didn't. You should do a video about Yuri on Ice in June. Fuck, dude, you're right. What would I say though? I'd just be like, so this is an ice skating anime about men that are gay, but they don't really admit it. Some of them do. Some of them play into it, but some of them are like, whoa, I like this, but like I don't know what this is about. That's the funniest part of the show for me. Some of them are just so repressed that they are like confused when people make advances on them. Yeah, no, the firebombings of Tokyo were the worst thing ever. It was really bad. Also, the photos from it are just as bad as the atomic bomb photos of like the victims. Yeah, it's really bad. The Geneva suggestions, well, it's they only apply if you lose. They only apply if you lose. What were we looking in Tokyo for? What did we bomb a third of the city for? You can't tell me you were looking for arms piles. I was just bombing citizens. All right. A little heavy. We're being a little heavy right now. We're talking about war crimes and how people don't admit to them. Countries don't admit to them. We'll move on. For Change Soldier, so next year I'm thinking of either doing Tude of Lu or Prison School. I don't know which one yet. And I'm going to do it in a style like the last one, like revoking the ecchi shit. Like there's no reference to the etchiness. I think to do Prison School in that format would be very difficult, which makes it more fun. Tude of Lu doesn't really have a story, so it's not as interesting to do it that way. Talk about the struggles of being a closeted gay man. The problem is, I sound like a prick doing that, given that I am straight. Like, I don't think it would be just for me to talk about the struggles of being a closeted gay man, which while also not being a closeted gay man. Watched Totoro as a kid, loved it. Rewatching, didn't like it, but that's fine. It's how life goes. Yeah. I think it's one of my least favorites, but I still liked it in the sense of it felt like what a kid movie should feel like. So, yeah. I didn't go into it thinking like I was gonna see Princess Mononoke level storytelling, because it's not made to be that complex for a 6-year-old. Yeah. Anyway, first stream ever joined. Well, welcome, great map. to the lovely conversations we have on this. The struggles of being a JoJo fan, title correction. Yeah, there you go. I just love seeing shirtless and also men in shirts that are super tight so I can see all their muscle strangulations. It's my favorite part of JoJo. You know, my biggest critique of JoJo, they took away my big masculine men. I want them back. After part 3, they leaned more towards, and a little bit in part 4, they slimmed down over the time. I want them to bring back the Jonathan Joestar level, peak form, physique, totally on roids. Like, I want to see those barbarians again. They took that away from me. What's the best English dub anime in your opinion? Ghost Stories, because I hate English dubs. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people like English dubs because we're all English speakers, but I do not. So Ghost Stories was funny. That's why I liked it. Dragon Ball, that's actually a good one. I can't watch Dragon Ball unless it's in the dub, because I'm used to Goku sounding like a man and not an old lady. So yeah, it just really fucked me up when I tried to watch the sub. In my opinion, that became most apparent in part 4. Yeah. Post part 4, yeah. Well, part 4, they were a little leaner, but it wasn't like drastic. And then part 5, it was super obvious. It was like a really big revamp of the style. Alright. And part 9 is really big, similar to Araki's old designs. Yeah. Yeah, I guess, but it used to be all the characters were big men. And maybe that makes me not sound straight, but I liked when the men were big and muscular. It reminded me of Fist of the North Star. Oh yeah, the Boruto dub, greatest thing ever. I love that one scene where he cries, like, and it's the least convincing thing ever. Alright, average guy, good night. Have a good slumber. Okay, May, we're gonna look at your list. Let's get into this. You've watched a lot of anime. 700 to be exact. Okay. I need a drink for this. There's no way. Nah, that can't be real. I'm just leaving that. That can't be real. There's no way you did that. Alright, look. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but Kiss Sis and Fairy Tail being your top shows. First thing that comes up on the list. We need to respect others' opinion. Look, Mish, you're being civil. I like that. I like a civil, discussion. Civil dispute in this case. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But really? One of those lists? Yeah. Oh man. What's... Alright, and we're gonna put Yosuka no Sora on 10? Really? There's... What the fuck, dude? Dude, I already know there's hentai on this list. I don't even have to look any further. I know there's gonna be hentai on this. Oh. Dude, it's spring. I got the allergies. This is just... I don't fucking have words for you. You can't, like, you put it next to Made in the Abyss and stuff. Steins Gate. You go from Kiss Sis being a 10 to Steins Gate being a 10. Are those both 10? Can you look me in the eye and tell me, shit, how are these both 10s? Does that not register with anyone else as weird? Yeah, it is crazy. And it's not the OVA one, which shoot me, I've seen both of them. The OVA is better than the TV version, even though it's older. And he watched the TV version, watched an episode, seen that episode, not a good episode. Gave it a 10. That's a bait. That's a fucking bait. You wanted me to react like this. Yeah, fucking Haikyuu's in the same one. Yeah, let's not even start. Let's not even start. He likes everything? That indeed. Hold on. I couldn't finish Kiss Sis. Oh, you know, I'm sure he will eventually. 9 out of 10. Yeah, it has to be rage bait. It has a lot of nuance. Brother, what nuance are we talking about? When he almost climaxes? I won't go there. That's too deep. I'm talking too much. I can't be that detailed. Okay, Apothecary Diaries is also a 10. This guy, come on now. I love Apothecary Diaries, but you're gonna put it in the same tier as Fairy Tail? That's despicable. That's despicable. I already know what's on this. I can't believe this. I didn't even know there was a baseball anime. That's impressive. What is this? The Eden of Gruze. Oh, it's Grasia. I've only seen the fruits. I know there's other ones. Look, genuinely, he's seen some good shows. But then he throws a curveball like that at me. And I got no words that can describe the pain in my heart. He's watched 700 anime, by the way. So this is a long list. I can't understand it. Well, we watched Orde Emo at least. He didn't give that one a 10. That's nice of him. Wow. Completed movies. Okay. You didn't rank them all. Oh, here's Kiss Sis again. He's the OVA. See, this guy, hopefully he doesn't have a sister. We gotta hope and pray for that one. It's Missy Monogatari, so it can't be. Nah, that's a different beast. 690 other animes that are not as good as Fairy Tail and Kiss Sis. Yeah, see, that's something to consider. That is actually how it stands. Koyomi makes it impossible to have anyone walk around me when Mayo's on screen. Exactly. I kid you not, I think I've said this before. I watched Kizu Monogatari while I was in school. Like, I was sitting at my desk in high school watching it. praying, absolutely praying nobody walks behind me. There was some crazy shit. I watched that. I watched the fucking Neko Monogatari one, the Neko Monogatari Kuro, and anytime I'd watch Monogatari, I'd just pray. And maybe you could say that I shouldn't have watched Monogatari while I was in school. That was the problem, but fuck it. You know, it was the year of COVID. I was doing whatever I wanted. It was a grave mistake though. I prayed to the heavens that, and I never got saw. Nothing ever. Wild watching anime at school, you know, I just didn't have a care in the world at that point. I just did what I wanted, and that was watch anime. You're asking to get bullied? I didn't get bullied, I'm fine. I could have been bullied, but I'm 6'2", and I was a state title holder, so nobody really bullied me. I was also nice to everybody. Yeah, and I was a nerd, so I like blended with the people that like sports. I could blend with them. The people that like otaku and like geek culture and nerd shit, I fuck with them because I like that shit. I was on the cross country team, so that I can play. I play both sides of the war. I belong. The rest is peak if you ignore the weird stuff. Yep, that's how I cope with the series. My friends watched Monster Masume in the 7th grade in school. Can't believe I've never heard of this. No, that's crazy. What? Ain't no way you watched this in school. I'm impressed. You beat me. That's way more impressive. You were pleading, dude. You're like that one dog meme. This is you. This is you when you're watching Monster Masume. My 5K time was 15:02, and that was in junior year, because all of my track season my junior year and all of senior year was wiped out because of COVID, so I never really got to see what my limit was. I was gonna go to college for running, but then I started doing YouTube instead. Now that might make me sound like a loser. and if YouTube didn't work out, that it would look real bad, but here I am. Praying a teacher didn't walk in. We watched on the classroom TV. Are you fucking insane? That is some real. You're offering prayers to all kinds of gods at that point. You're just fuck, dude. That's impressive. What is this? Tawaka on a Monday. Okay, interesting. This is hentai, isn't it? It's Yuri. I'm just gonna say it's hentai. Okay. Well, I gotta give you 1 star because you fucking baited me. What are these 3 doing here? So yeah, 1 star. We got through it. It's good enough for night. Yeah, I was gonna run D1. So I live in Illinois. I was considering running for U of I because I live near it, or I did, or running at ISU because that's where my fiance was going, and so I was gonna run at ISU, and then COVID happened, and I started doing YouTube and stuff, and then I was like, I want to do this now, so I started ghosting the recruiters, and I stopped responding to their message like, yo, you're still gonna run here freshman year, right? and I just didn't answer the emails. That was very unprofessional and non-adult like of me. So I eventually responded and I said, I'm not gonna run in college, but yeah. I also thought about running this is a stretch because I wanted to be close to my fiance, running at like Boulder, Colorado, because it was like the school to go to for running because it was like an altitude and everything. But yeah, fun fact, I guess I've never said that. Like, I was really good at running. I was better, like the 5K stuff's okay. Like, I wasn't like amazing, but so I didn't have a junior track year, but my sophomore track year I ran a 4:23 mile. And so the only people ahead of me were seniors. So I was only a sophomore that placed that high, and so I was basically predicted to win the mile for the next 2 years, but then they got canceled, so it didn't matter. I love track, by the way. Track was my favorite. I did cross too, but track was definitely my favorite. Again, I'm 6'2", and I weighed 160 at the time, but I'm 200 now, so I was a much better fit for the track than like 5-10Ks. I still love long distance running, but I was a lot better at the track. I did like 800s, 400s mile. I also did the 2 miles sometimes. I only did it once, but I'm on the school record now. I'm like 3rd or 4th, I think. I don't remember. Yeah, cool story. Little fun fact, a little Sock Sensei history lesson. Is Hitagi in their favorite character section? I don't know. Where do you see that? Right here? Yeah. Right here. This guy likes dominating women. He wants them to step on him. He's definitely got a type, right? Alright, yeah. Well. Thanks for making sense of AOT. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, fastest mile was 4:23. It was a top program in the country. Yeah, that's why. It was the cool place to go. We're in XC and it felt really rewarding, but my best events were 300 hurdles and 400. There you go. I was gonna they wanted me to do the steeplechase if I was gonna go to college, because I have long ass legs. I also got muscular ass legs. These things were not made to run a marathon, but yet I've tried to. I've tried. Is AOT worth watching? I'd say so. You beat me by 2 minutes. Ah, Rogelio. If you ran a 6:23, that's still good. You beat Logan, my old roommate. You beat him. He runs like a 7, I think. Is it overrated like Death Note? Well, I wouldn't say Death Note's overrated. I guess if you got too hyped up about Death Note. I think AOT's good, but I think the later it gets better. That's how I'd say. Season 1 is the worst in my opinion, but it's still good. But season 4 is the best. We're talking about Mirror World Sadachi. I love that one. Zoku Owari Monogatari made me feel something when I was I was a freshman. Oh my god. I remember having such a crush on the Mirror World Sodachi. It was crazy. I was like, wow, she's so kind. Complete opposite of her real world persona, which is the tsundere. Thank you for making you feel good. No problem. No, 6:23 is good. Most people can't run that. He does have 1300 in his planning. Yeah, that is interesting. How accurate is Run with the Wind? pretty fucking accurate. That's actually one of my favorite shows. I bought the book for it, actually. It's all in Japanese though, so I can't read it because I don't have, it's like a high school level. Anyway, yeah, Run with the Wind's pretty accurate. Obviously it's like dramatized, but like the second main character, the brown haired guy, has the fucked up leg. That's like a legit thing. I mean, I've broken both my feet before, like little fractures, not like an actual break, a full break, but I've fractured both my feet. I fractured my shins. I don't know. Running really fucks with you. I was doing like 70 miles a week. So like, probably shouldn't be doing that at my age, the age I was, which is like, you know, still like a teenager, but I was. So yeah, it's pretty accurate. Yeah, I liked how they had like different kind of runners in it. Because everyone does running for different reasons. That's how like our cross team was. Some people just did it for fun. Some people did it because their friends do it. Some people do it because they like it or they love it or they're really passionate. So they had like a good mix. They had some people that were washed, like the guy that smoked a lot. That's how I feel. Cause like I went into college, I was like, I don't really care anymore, and I started training for a marathon because I watched Run with the Wind. It really got me. Yeah, pretty underrated. Yeah, most people don't know about Run with the Wind, to be honest. Yeah, I don't see it that often, at least. Yeah, I mean, I never got mad about. I mean, obviously, there was a lot of people on our team that it's not like they didn't care, but they didn't care that much, which was different from where I was coming from, where I cared a lot. That never bothered me. It bothered some people, but not me. It's like they're here for their own reasons. It only mattered to me. So like we were a state team. Like we were gonna win, and we did. It only mattered to me that the 7 people on the varsity squad with me, or the 6 other people, took that shit seriously. So like, dude, we were cultish with how we did things. Everyone would be eating in a smart way, like especially before a race. We would be running in the mornings and the night. It was crazy. We were really committed. But yeah, it was a fun time. I remember it fondly. None of the Monogatari girls are bad in terms of character. Yeah, I mean, all of them are great. That's why I like the series so much. Koyomi is, my opinion, the most layered one by far. Because oh man, it's so great. I love it. I talked about it because I made 6 hours worth of footage on it. But the way he fucking lies to himself in the narratives. Like he actively says something he doesn't believe or isn't truthful. And whether he is aware he's doing it or isn't aware that he's doing it, it's fucking great. So, yeah. Oh, Nadeko? Nadeko's fucked up, dude, but she's fine. Like, she's a good character. She wasn't written badly, but she's kind of scary. I wouldn't screw with her. I feel like, you know, she's the most dangerous. Mentally unwell. A lot of them are mentally unwell, but she felt the most mentally unwell. Yeah, FLCL's a 10. Watched Monogatari because your vids was always holding off on it. I'm glad that convinced you. I love that anime so much. Yeah, the creator doesn't permanently end characters like JJK to add character development. Yeah. Talking about, okay, I think I'm not gonna spoil. I've read it. All right, we'll look at the list. There's only 5 10s, and I've never heard of this one. Interesting. K-On! Kizu Part 2. Violet Evergarden. That's an interesting 5. I fuck with it. What is Gunsmith Cats? It's like some 80s stuff. No, 90s. Mid 90s. Never heard of it. Host Club, Black Lagoon, Gunbuster. Katana Gatari. Heard of that. Go Sick is up here. Okay. Lots of 9s. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's some stuff mixed in here that I'm like, is that a 9? Vampire Hunter Deep, never heard of that. Alright, let's look at your bottom. Holy 8s. You watched a lot. Okay. Some dropped in here. Spy Classroom. Never watched. Girlfriend, Whisker Away. Interesting. Boruto. You gave it a 5. You're being generous. You can't watch 10 episodes of a 300 episode anime and give it a 5. That's too generous. Police in a Pod. Yeah. Well, Maid War. You have a lot of 8 or above. Oh, you have a lot of 7s. He goes from like, look at that. So you're at 499. By the time you hit the bottom, there's only 50 something anime of the 550 you've watched that are not a 7 or above. That's pretty crazy. So I say I'll give you a 3 stars. So you have nothing like crazy out of place. Some stuff's just like mixed in. You're like, more separation needed. You got 4 more points you could use. You could put these to 1 and then mess with the top stuff. Each their own, but I think a 3. It's got to be more separated. Oh, that was a go-to movie. The 10. Yeah, I've never seen it. Okay, I need to check it out. You do need to watch FLCL. Just watch the OVA. Don't watch the rest of the stuff. It's not as good, unless you really want to. Oh, Layla. Did this person drop a movie? Yeah, they dropped A Whisker Away. That's pretty crazy, actually. I've stopped watching movies. I've never seen Whisker Away. How does everyone feel about this? Well, not too negative. I've dropped movies, but I've never dropped an anime movie personally. To each their own. Time is it? 6:48. Alright, we'll look at this list. See what we got going on. Russell. Mobile. Let's sort by the 10. NG Ghost in the Shell. Not the original. There's the original. FLCL, Jinro. Oh, Galactic Heroes fan. Mobile, Psycho. Great Pretender lover. Big Gundam fan, that's pretty cool. Angel's Egg, more Gundam. Code Geass. Red Line. SAO is a 7. That's alright. Skelter Heaven's the only one. That's hilarious. 3 points down from the next in line. That really sets the standard, doesn't it? 4 stars. Very unique. Very big fan of Gundam, apparently. I like it. Full Metal Panic at 9 is way too high for me. I've never seen it. This guy's obviously very big into Gundams, so take everything with a 2-point advantage if it has a Gundam in it. Oh, that's a Netflix movie? That one from the last list? Probably never touching it. Probably not. Well, I'll find a different way to watch it. Oh yeah, you gotta love the bots in Twitch chats. Always happens. What invests me was your Monogatari one because sometimes I could relate. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Evangelion. I think Monogatari covers more, like different facets of the human experience. Evangelion, people who can relate to Evangelion have some fucking trauma. If you can relate to Shinji, you probably got some trauma. Or you got some really good empathy. One of the two. But yeah. I will watch it via other means. I have my ways. Mecha animes are either some of the greatest works of fiction or absolute dog shit. Yeah, I agree with that statement. No way, Netflix has the pay lock now? That's crazy. That's what Hulu does, and I hate it. Best Monogatari moment was when Shinobi wanted to hug a little Aragi. Yeah, that was pretty good. Monster at 9 is fair. I agree with you. I think it belongs there. It's a bit long. A bit drags on him. Some. Okay. It's 6:52. I need to hear you guys' opinion. I'm in a predicament. I'm either going to release the next video, which is the message of Gurren Lagann, this Saturday or next Saturday. Opinions. Do you want it to come out this Saturday or next Saturday? Because if it doesn't come out this Saturday, there will be no video this week. Once saw someone say the amount you like Evangelion is inversely proportional to the amount you like yourself. That's interesting. Are you talking about like Gundam the series, the Mobile Suit series? Because that is a mixed bag. There is a ton of those. This Saturday. All right. I thought you guys would say that. I was expecting that. All right, I'll release it this Saturday. I was debating because I was looking at my schedule and I was like, I could either release it this week or next week. Didn't really matter. Fair, you're busy. Everybody, yeah. Doesn't matter. I was always interested in the IP, but don't know. Okay, with the Gundam series. I don't know. There's like the Wolf's Children one. I've seen some of that. It looked interesting. Need to listen to it while driving to work. Yeah. Okay. It'll come out this week then. Also, it was more apparent to me this Monday, but this camera in front of me is old and it's not doing its job anymore. I bet you can see, unless you're on your phone, if you're on a computer or anything, you can probably see the little fuzzies, little artifacting. Probably because this camera is, it's like fucking 7 years old now, 6 years old. So I'm gonna buy a new one pretty soon. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna put it off like I always do, but I do plan to buy a new camera so this looks better, because I have been live streaming a lot more and using it, because before, most of my anime videos I'm not even in front of the camera, so it didn't matter what camera I had. But I feel bad. You can tell it's old. Exactly. I feel bad because you have to watch it like that. And it especially showed its age on Monday, because there's a lot more it had to show, and the resolution was shit. So anyway, I'm probably gonna buy a Sony camera. It's pretty expensive though, but I thought, like, if I'm gonna buy one, I might as well get a good one. But I found, like, I can get a used one of these for like $750. That's not that bad. Oh shit. Why is this one so much cheaper? It's got the... go away. Sorry, now you're shopping with me. What's in the box? Why is it a good? It's got good quality? What does that mean? Oh, well used. Okay, I might buy that one. That's probably a good investment. Sony cameras are great for filming. They're also... buy an IMAX camera. Yeah, because you guys are gonna watch me in the fucking AMC from now on. Yeah, 1440. Yeah, this is all right. I'll give it. I'll lay the lowdown on you. So this is a Canon camera, and the thing with Canon is they make you buy a subscription to have the 1080p camera. This thing can shoot 4K, by the way. It's in 1080p. To have the 1080p camera, put an image onto the screen, right? So I can use it as a webcam. To have it be 1080p and not 720p, I have to pay like $100 a month, or no, $100 a year. And I did that last year, but I didn't renew it this year because I thought I was going to buy a new camera. Now it's been 4 months into the year. I still haven't bought a new camera. That is my fault. But anyway, I hate the fucking subscription shit. I hate that companies do that. Fuck you. I paid for the goddamn product. Let me use the goddamn product. So yeah, I'm buying a Sony because Sony doesn't do that. I rest my case. You recommend? Yeah, well, I want an A7S. So an S is better for video than a regular A7. I know a little bit about my cameras. I thought about getting an FX30, but it's pretty expensive, and I don't feel like spending that much money right now. So I think I'll probably get an A7S. Problem is, if I buy an A7S, I have to buy a lens separate. So I'll have to do that too. So I guess that comes into the price as well. Either way, it's an expensive purchase. Oh, May, don't worry. Don't worry, it's in the VOD. You'll see it. Did you look on Amazon refurbished section? Okay. Yeah, I know a drama is good. I bought some stuff off there before. It is dumb they make you pay. It's what they do. You can't buy the Adobe products. You have to pay the subscription every year. So yeah, can't own anything anymore. So despicable. They got great lenses for cheap too. Okay. Yeah, Sony does. Yeah, Canon does it for, you have to use like their specific program to get like a USB connection. And so there's the paid version that allows you to use the 1080p. So very cool. It's also just some of the artifacting's because the camera's not the best quality. It's like a $300 camera, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not for a camera. So yeah, don't worry. I'll double check the camera I get before I get it. But yeah, A7S is well received from what I know. This will be a very noticeable change in quality. Yeah, it is a big jump. So But anyway, yeah, I have mic shit figured out. I bought mics way before everything else because it's more important to like the sock Sensei videos. So, but if I want to do anything else, I should probably get a new camera. They're getting annoying with lenses you could use for the products. Interesting. Okay. You got a 1. Yeah, because you put Kiss Sis and Fairy Tail as your first 2 anime. What was that? That's why I told you to go check the VOD. I didn't want to tell you straight up, but that was some crazy placement on the list. Actually surprising. Tomo rips her top off to do stuff with the player. Okay, Rahelio. Maybe it's good we didn't play that on stream. You're gonna have to tell me what's gonna happen if we do play that on stream, so I can get it off screen before it happens, and then we can go back afterwards. Okay, Sis is a troll. Oh yeah, that's what you tried to troll me. You got a 1. That's what happens. It holds a special place in your heart. I get it. I can understand that because like I liked Fairy Tail when I watched it because it was nostalgic. But it's not a 10. It's just not. You can say it is though. It's your list. It's your opinion. That's perfectly fine. Okay. It's 7. It's been a good stream. I'll be putting the Gurren Lagann video out this Saturday. I will not be live next week at all. I might be live Thursday. I might be live Friday. If you need to be updated, join the Discord. I'll let you guys know next week. But I move Wednesday, so I gotta have everything packed up. And then, yeah. So, that's why. Yeah, you can check the Discord if you want to keep updated. Also, for people watching on YouTube, just to let you know, I've realized this. I just want to let you know. For some reason, YouTube's quality of the live stream is always a lot worse than Twitch. I'm not telling you to go watch on Twitch because you don't have to, but just so you know, I'm pretty sure the video quality is better on Twitch. Just want to let you know. We need another drunk friend rant. Every month we'll do it. I think I told Rahelio we'd do that. Chio breaks Tomo's jaw with a hammer. This is a fucked up game you're trying to get me to play, Rahelio. What's the whiteboard in the back? I bought it for a Steins Gate video, which I used it for, and I haven't really used it since. I used it a few times, but not that often. I'm getting rid of it. I'm donating it because I don't want to move it. I don't really have anywhere in my Honda Civic to put it. The weapons trailer. I'll think about it next time. Good luck with the movie. Thank you. Hopefully it goes well. Yeah, thank you. Mish. How long till we get the chapter 4 Monogatari? I still need to finish off season. I know, shoot me. And then if there's enough content, I think, then I'll do it like right away. But I might wait until another season comes out so I can have it be longer and more like similar to the other chapters, but we'll see. Next time cosplay with Sailor Moon cosplays, you agreed during the stream. Don't gaslight me. I didn't think we said right away. Maybe one day. Yeah. A scientific railgun. Good luck, have fun. Thank you. Alright, guys. Can you also update us when you start watching Made in Abyss? Yeah. I plan to do a video on it. I have it scheduled, so I do need to watch it pretty soon. So I'll let you know when I start it. I'll probably finish in a couple days. Not really enough for a video. That's what I thought. I think you were slightly drunk. Absolutely. You know, that's what the alcohol will do to you. All right. I got to go. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Enjoy the video on Saturday. A video about the manga. The mangas, do they continue it? They might have. I'll look into it. Or at least compared to the ones you made. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I didn't think off-season would have enough for 2 hours. On their backstory, Koyomi. He's just interesting. Very layered. Thanks for the 4.5 rating. Yeah. Well, you deserved it. You won it. You did not... he did not have Kiss Sis as a 10, so it's that kind of carried a little weight for his brain. All right, yeah, sorry. I'm dragging on. It's time to go. See you guys later. Have a good rest of your week.